D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser has ordered sexual harassment training for the city's 30,000 employees, all of them. Mayor has ordered a review of the district's policies in light of the national spotlight on sexual harassment. I sat down with the mayor today to talk about the order and what she expects to happen and not happen in the workplace.
Have you found any special causes for concern in looking at this?
Well, anytime you have
areas?
30,000 employees, you want to make sure they have all the tools and resources that they have. I don't think that we would have reason to think we're any different from any other workplace. So I want to get in front of any issues before they happen.
What are your personal feelings about the Me Too and about sexual harassment and the fact that it's on the front burner? We're all talking about it.
I think it's about time. I think that we know that many people have been disadvantaged in the workplace, their talents stunted, their progress at particular workplaces stopped. And just imagine what that can do to a single person's career, but what it can do to productivity and how people proceed in general. So I think it's about time.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's generated a lot of conversation, you know, in my workplace, and I'm sure in yours also. For example, if I could just ask you your personal thoughts on this. Can you imagine any kind of situation where a supervisor should be allowed to date a subordinate, somebody under this person?
Well, certainly it puts an employer in a really bad situation. And one of part of the update to our policy is discouraging any chain of command consensual relationships. And I've directed our human resources officer to come up with some policies so that should they happen, people fall in love all the time. We want them to give us as an employer the benefit of making sure that the work arrangement is the correct one.
But we do not want to discourage consensual dating that sometimes leads to marriage, right? It happens in the workplace, right?
In the chain of command, as you know, a supervisor and employee, all of those relationships should be treated in a way that other employees aren't disadvantaged. And so that is my responsibility as the boss.
Hypothetically, you couldn't date a department head who reports to you.
No.
That would be
I
against the rules.
could, but one of us would have to change our jobs.
Probably him.
Probably.
Okay, all right.
And we're going to hear more from Mayor Muriel Bowser on some other important matters coming up, but we wanted to first get to some related news about sexual harassment. Senator Tim Kaine's request for details of taxpayers' money used to settle sexual harassment accusations, that request has been turned down. The Congressional Office of Compliance said no to the Virginia senator and former vice presidential candidate. The head of the office cited a problem with inaccurate and incomplete records for denying the request. Senator Kaine says he's disappointed, but he'll keep pushing for public release of the settlement information. Several Congress members, as you know, have used taxpayer dollars to pay sexual harassment claims.